All right, early portion of National Signing Day still open here as letters of intent were coming in a flurried fashion on Wednesday, but the fax machine is still open and operating for schools around the country. LSU got 19 letters of intent in the early signing period, what put them in the top four classes no matter the service that you looked at. They did sign one quarterback, and he is top 10 in the country, Garrett Nussmeier. We have talked to him a couple of times here on the show after his commitment. Throughout his commitment and his senior campaign, he had a terrific junior season. He backed that up with even a more stellar of a senior season. Bummed out for him that he broke his non-throwing hand just before halftime of his regular season finale, which knocked him out of the remainder of the season and the playoffs. But it was the first letter of intent to come in to the football operations facility on Wednesday morning. That's a good sign that it comes from the quarterback of the class. Nussmeier has widely been considered the leader of this class, and he is joining us now here on this Friday morning. Garrett, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Thanks for having me back.
Always, man. The process is now completely over. What does that mean to you now that recruiting is behind you?
Yeah, it's definitely a dream come true, to get to sign that letter of intent. I've been dreaming of that day, I guess since I was a little kid, imagining how it would go. And now that it's kind of over with, I think everybody knew I was going to LSU regardless, right? But it was still surreal to kind of put pen to paper. And now I'm focused on getting ready to go compete, and I'm excited to get to Baton Rouge.
You have always been high on LSU. It seems like you've always been high energy and really the guy that has been the backbone of this class, whether it be getting guys together on official weekends when LSU could not officially do that, or just being the voice and face of the group. What has your point of view been of LSU since they won the national championship until you signed your letter of intent on Wednesday?
I would think, the point of view, or I guess you could say the pitch that I've given to other kids is, you just got to understand we may be having a down year, but you got to see the bigger picture. We lost 14 guys to the draft. We lost 2 coordinators on both sides of the ball. Obviously you're not going to go win 10 games like that, especially without an offseason. And, it just shows even more the impact that we can make, on day one when we get to campus. I'm super excited to get there. I'm really excited about the class, that we had, especially the amount of guys we early signed. I think we made a pretty decent run yesterday, had some splash guys added to the class. So I'm really excited to get there.
Talking to Garrett Nussmeier here on Off the Bench. Garrett, so what comes next for you then? There's still a signing day left. Obviously, you play quarterback. I'm sure you wouldn't mind if you had a couple more big boys up front keeping you safe. So you're early enrolling, and then are you going to be kind of actively recruiting like you have been up to this point until that next signing day?
Oh, no doubt. Absolutely. I think Coach O said it a few days ago, it's going to be O-line focused, and has a quarterback. That's pretty important to me. So, I'm going to do everything I can, especially with Tristan going on right now. That's coming up soon. We've had a pretty good relationship. We talk, at least 2 or 3 times a week. So I'm looking to continue to build that relationship, try and get him to Baton Rouge. And, I know the staff has plans for other guys too. I think we can get a few guys.
Garrett, it's interesting. A lot of guys, if they saw LSU this year and they saw freshman quarterbacks out there, so you got Miles Brin out there, it looks like a pretty good quarterback room. Some guys might shy away from that competition. Seems like you kind of embraced it every step along the way. What was it? What's been your perspective on watching young quarterbacks play for LSU this season?
Well, yeah, it just shows, you're going to have to compete anywhere you go. It doesn't matter where you go, especially the SEC. Everybody's good. Miles is a great football player. TJ's a great football player. Max is a great football player. I don't worry too much about that stuff. I think the best player will play, and if that's one of them, then I'll play my role and stay to the sideline, and that's that. I think it also shows that they do a great job preparing the quarterback. Max had a great game against Florida. With his first start, Coach Callaway and Coach Ensminger had him ready to play. And full credits to Max too for going out there and balling. It just shows that they're going to play the guy they think is ready, and I think that they do a great job of getting every quarterback on the roster ready to play.
Reminder, listeners, this is a senior in high school that we are talking to right now, and Garrett Nussmeier,
It's
who is
pretty
a
crazy, G.
future
Garrett,
LSU.
You're an impressive. Impressive for any age, absolutely.
You were an early rollie, and so is Deion Smith. I thought it was big news to hang on to Smith throughout the recruiting process. You saw Lane Kiffin come out with the sweaters this week, the Mary Flip this. A lot of people had that directed right towards number one player in the state, and Deion Smith. LSU hangs on to him. He's an early enrollee with you as well. What do you think about this wide receiver class coming in?
Yeah, I'm super excited. Deion's a great football player. That's huge, getting the number one player out of Mississippi. Winning that state is a pretty big deal, I think. And also, I think the receiver class that we signed is pretty special.
Yeah.
I think we'll try and get some more, I believe. But I think that the guys we have are unbelievable. Yeah. Jack Besh, Malik Neighbors, you got Dion.
Chris Hilton.
Let's see, you got Chris Hilton. I mean, those guys are all insane. If you put on any of their tapes, you get wowed. So, as a quarterback, that makes me feel really good. Going into there, knowing we're going to have weapons to throw the ball to, and I'm super excited to get to work with those guys and get to build chemistry. And I'm excited.
Yeah. So what? And that's what I was going to ask you about. What do you think you're most looking forward to about? Because it's kind of crazy, man. Does this mean you're going to be in college here in a couple of weeks?
Yes, sir. I get there January 9th.
Wow. So what's the schedule like for you? How's rehab going? Where are you as far as that process goes?
It's going good. I think I'm pretty ahead of schedule. I'm a big believer in Jesus Christ, and I think that He has a plan for me. I know that in the darkness, I think that He will bring me light. I think that He did this for a reason, and I have full faith, that I'm just going to continue to work to try and get myself back as fast as possible.
What's the schedule been like? Because it is your non-throwing hand. Can you still do football activities?
Yeah. Right now, I'm shut down just because of all the incisions and stuff. I'm not supposed to be working out. But as time gets on, I'll definitely be doing as much as possible as I can. I think I have some of the best doctors in the country, and I'm truly blessed for that. And I'll also be connected with the LSU guys when I get there.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be too long of a lasting injury. So
man.
I'm looking forward to knocking it out and getting rid of it.
So classes start January 9th. When do you get here?
I get there January 9th. I believe classes start on the 10th or 11th, something like that.
You know who your roommate's going to be?
Mason Smith.
Oh, wow.
How
big was that one on signing day?
Yeah, no, that was cool. That's my dog. We play on the game just about every day.
Yeah. I've been hearing that. So what are y'all playing right now? Are y'all on Warzone? Are y'all on Fortnite?
We just kind of switch on whatever we're feeling. A little bit of Warzone, some Fortnite, just whatever we're feeling.
Okay.
You brought up Tristan. What you got a feeling either way? A lot of people down here are hanging on to his name and hoping that he puts on the purple and gold. I know you are too.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, I think he really enjoyed the visit when he came down. I think his family really enjoys Baton Rouge, but I also know he's going to do whatever's best for him. Just like all the other guys that we were close with. I think the good thing is nobody dislikes LSU. I think everybody strongly considers it, and we're going to have a shot with just about anybody that sees the place and gets the feel from the coaching staff. I honestly think we have the best feel, I guess, from a coaching staff standpoint. If you were around or talk to those coaches, it feels like a family. Even as a recruit, you feel a part of something. It's like almost like a warm feeling, I guess you could say. Especially, I guess that's just the way Coach O recruits. But he makes you feel so important. He makes you feel like it's family, and I think that's really hard to turn down. So,
welcome home, bro. Looking forward to you getting back to South Louisiana. Thank you for the time this morning.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me again.
All right.
Good to hear from you guys.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Thanks, Garrett.
Garrett Nussmeier checking in. Pretty impressive, huh? Hunt Palmer next.